There's nothing I could say as hateful about Lady Bunny than what God's already done to her. So I have done porn films where I'm not actually having sex. I'm in the scene before the sex.
Oh.
The plot. Do you understand?
The most important part.
Oh. How gay is this? And it's your opinion. And you know what happens to people that are opinionated? They die. They die.
Hey everyone, it's Trevor, MISSIP in your eye, Dow.
And Kevin, carry me home de Kemp.
And this is VTV, the definitive podcast for all things LGBT travel,
Pop culture,
and where we share diverse perspectives from members within our community.
Welcome to season 3.
Season 3, can you believe?
And this season is jam-packed with a ton of entertainers, a ton of fun interviews with guests, and a lot of craziness.
As well as a brand new VTV studio. It's so surreal, isn't it?
I am so thankful. In 2019, I was obsessed recording people. Even you and I started playing podcast. If you imagine something, it can happen. And this feels such a celebration of all those dreams coming to life. So thank you for being here. I'm so happy we get to do this. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Travel the world, meet fun people, and chat with them.
Yes. I mean, it is really, it's a gift. And I think that that's what Vakaya is in so many ways. And hopefully, you know, to anyone that watches the podcast from the beginning, or if you're just joining us this season, you get a real feel for what Vakaya is. It is not just a vacation. It's not just a getaway, but it is a lifestyle, and it really is transformative. I feel so lucky to be able to experience it. And this feels like such an incredible way of highlighting what that Vakaya experience is. There were interviews with guests, entertainers, our team members, as well as the people that we meet all around the world. This is technically our third season, but it is only our second season where we're actually getting to interview people on a trip, since our first season was during our tour. These interviews took place on our 2025 Caribbean cruise. And we've got some incredible talent. Cheyenne Jackson is on this season.
Boom.
Bianca Del Rio.
Shazam.
Lavoie.
Kapow.
Howie with a mustache.
Mustache.
The list goes on. And they are interviews that encompass and I feel like highlight all members within our community. And I feel like that's what's just so great about Vakaya and what we get to do on this podcast.
Yeah, and I also like that you can see the list of interviews and be like, wow, this covers a lot. And kind of pick through your favorite. I mean, we're going to start this season with a bang.
Yes, baby. And when we say a bang, we mean a bang. Miss Bianca Del Rio is our guest for this season premiere. And Kevin, were you nervous to meet Bianca?
I'm scared of Bianca. I still am scared after the interview.
You heard it here first. Kevin is terrified of drag queens.
Yeah, she's a force of nature. And
She's Hurricane Bianca,
I
baby.
can feel it, yeah.
Yes.
We're lucky to have Bianca because she's a New Orleans queen, and we sailed out of New Orleans for this Caribbean cruise.
So we sailed out of New Orleans. It was a very different kind of Caribbean experience. We sailed out of New Orleans, and then we came back to New Orleans for Mardi Gras and had a Mardi Gras extension. And what was so cool about that is having such an iconic New Orleans entertainer like Bianca as a main stage headlining act, as well as the Grand Marshal for Mardi Gras. So we sit down to talk to Bianca about Drag Race, New Orleans, life, her view of gays, her view of theys, and her view of everything in between. And I feel like maybe we should just get into the...
Let's get into Bianca.
Kevin's been waiting to get into Bianca for a while now.
We are backstage on the final night of our 2025 Caribbean cruise with a very, very special guest for VTV, the one and only Season 6 Drag Race Superstar winner, Bianca Del Rio.
You know what's crazy? Now you have to get even more specific, and you have to say season 6 of the American franchise, because there's 952,000 fucking franchises, and there's so many drag queens. So we were American. America was 6, because I think Lavoie is the 6th season in the UK.
Yes.
So we got to be specific. So yes, American.
Yeah, there's something
original.
there's something I guess Vakaya loves about season 6 queens.
Well, I got to say, my friend Willem always tells us that we were from the single-digit seasons.
Yes.
When it mattered. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Ooh. Yes.
Well, part of me kind of feels like those are the seasons, and no shade, but like it's like when America's Next Top Model hit the like season 23 and 25, you know,
Yeah,
like
just be real for a minute. When you say no shade, you really mean shade. That it's back when it was
I
good.
mean-
It's okay. You can have an opinion. They'll put it in the comments and hate you later.
yeah, exactly.
Welcome to my fucking
I was gonna
life.
say,
Everybody's got an opinion.
because you're such an incredible insult comic, you just are like, okay, it's gonna come, and it doesn't. There's nothing that's ever really hit where you're like, damn that.
Well, listen, I have no problem with truth. As I sit
Sure.
here in a wig. But I mean that. I have no problem with the reality of it. What I find funny is that the things that people type is shit they will never say to you in person. So you can't bother with that. And I don't know if you know this, but I'm old enough to have lived a life without social media. I know you're sitting
What?
close.
I thought you were
I know.
21.
You're
I thought
stop.
in your show you said you were 21.
22. Yeah,
22.
it varies on the night. But, you know, whatever waters we're in. But
Yeah.
I have learned that no one's ever going to say that to your face. So you can't worry about that. You know, I come from a place where there's lots of things that I don't like in the world. But I don't spend my time going online going, I hate this, I hate that. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Because in the end, it's your opinion. And you know what happens to people that are opinionated? They die. They die.
Also,
Yeah.
wouldn't you rather focus on things you love than the things
Sure.
you hate?
Or- I feel like
Completely.
it's probably-
I like money. I like alcohol. I live in denial. Those are the places I want to be. That's what a gay man's supposed to do.
Yeah, after so long of not being able to be yourself, that's the remedy.
This is me being myself, honestly.
Have you felt like this is your first Vakaya cruise?
It is.
Had you ever done a cruise
I
before?
have done cruises. It's about 2000, early 2000s. You know, I got to host bingo and schmooze and do this, and I enjoyed it. But then the years after that became a little busier, and I never really got to do it. So there were always an offer to say, hey, would you like to do it? It never worked out. This worked out because it was leaving out of New Orleans. I'm going back to New Orleans, and then I get to be a part of Mardi Gras in New Orleans. So it's a win-win for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What do you have? Do you have any tips for people who are gay experience Mardi Gras? Like, is there a specific type of thing you would
walk
recommend?
out of your house pre-lubed with no wallet.
You
That's
heard
what
it
I'm
here
saying.
first.
Seriously. Now, the advantage is when you're in New Orleans,
Is
they
that
do-
any different though than a typical Tuesday night for
Well, it
you?
depends
or-
on who you are. I think you just described yourself. But I'm saying the crazy thing is that when you go out on the streets, the advantage in New Orleans, let's say you're out and you find somebody attractive and you're not pre-lubed, they do grease the poles before Mardi Gras. So just grab a little reach and a little white, and you're good to go. You're good to go.
Oh,
yeah, honey,
see,
stick
these
with me. I know it all.
So you've done how many Mardi Gras in your?
Oh God, I'm old. I've done many. I'm trying to think of what those last age I told you I was, but 25 Mardi Gras. No, I've done it. I grew up in New Orleans, so it's
Yeah.
crazy. And I think it wasn't until I was about 18 that I experienced real Mardi Gras, downtown Mardi Gras, which is costumes, drinks, and carrying on. And yeah, so it's been a good 20 years, I would say. It's been lovely.
And have you noticed a change in what, like the New Orleans Mardi Gras experience was when you were,
Younger? Oh God, no. The thing is,
Trevor, wow.
I saw what he did there. And
I didn't say anything.
Listen,
just
if I
sat
had
here.
feelings, I'd be offended. But I'm going to say this. The trick is you just level up with the alcohol and then you don't remember the past. Yeah, it's kind of what it is. Just plow through it.
Yeah, Mardi Gras slogan, and also good advice for, I feel like, everyday life.
Now, wait, have you been to Mardi Gras in New Orleans?
Never been. We went to Southern Decadence this last
Okay,
August with
that's
Vakaya.
worse because that's like nasty
interesting.
with the heat. Yeah, you can't deal with that.
Okay.
Mardi Gras, you might have a cool Mardi Gras, but
Yeah.
the game is you start out pre-gaming early. You know, it's a full day of festivities. So I would say start with a normal drink, say a vodka soda perhaps.
Yes.
And then about midday, when you're realizing I hate everybody around me, you go a little further down the street and there's a place called Lafitte's that has this thing called purple drink. Have you had the purple drink?
No, I've had a hurricane.
dangerous.
Okay, no, hurricane. Get out of here. Everybody in New Orleans had a hurricane. That
Purple
don't mean
drink.
shit. The
drink.
difference, I had a real hurricane where I had to take my luggage. But anyway, back to the game. You go to the purple drink and you get the purple drink, and the purple drink will you up so quickly that everybody will look at you and go, she was a mess. And then you say, but I had a purple drink. They go, that's fine. So you're forgiven. So the purple drink is the ticket when you hate the people you're with.
Wow, it's an equalizer.
Stick with me. Stick with me.
We'll stick with us, and I think you'll
Yeah.
probably want a ton of purple drinks. We're going into Mardi Gras right after this trip.
Yes.
Do you feel like that affected the way that you participated or enjoyed this cruise, or how was your first Vakaya cruise?
Oh my God, what was great about the Vakaya cruise is that I agreed to it with a very tight schedule leading into it, which was one of these things where it was like, okay, you could do this opportunity in between. And I'm all about trying anything for the first time because there's nothing I enjoy more than going on something and going, never done this before. It's fun. And I also enjoy going on it. Oh my God, this is fucking horrible. Never again.
Right.
Because then you've got a great story.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yes. So this worked out for me. I was just been on the road for over a year, just schlepping and yelling
Touring,
at people.
right?
And I had just gotten back from New Zealand and I went home to Palm Springs, California, dropped off my shit, repacked, came here. So it's a nice easing way into New Orleans. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm easing my way into anal. Do you know what I mean? We're still in the beginning part.
I didn't really have
Yeah.
that. I didn't have to worry much about that, so I don't really know
Oh, you
that.
didn't?
No.
Oh, awkward moment. Awkward moment.
How was the tour?
Great. No, the tour was great, but like easing into this was lovely because when I first found out I was doing the first night, it's kind of awkward. You know, as a bottom, you know, you're like, oh, am I prepared? Did I clean everything? And then you go and there's so much fun. And then you're like, oh, wow, now I have a lapse. I have some time off.
Yeah.
And then we do the finale show, which is what we're doing tonight. So
And the show you did on our first night here, that was a brand new kind of show.
no, it was like a compilation of stuff that I have done before. You know, because you're still in the same mindset. I was just having this conversation with LeBlanc, and we were like, what happens is when you go out there, you have different audiences wherever you go. But when you're on tour, it's a specific group of people that are coming to see you. And I don't mean specific by demographics, is that they're coming to see you.
Yeah.
Whereas on a cruise, they're just on a cruise. So you have to cater to them and move things around and make them feel a part of it.
Yeah.
So it is a little brain but it's also kind of exciting.
Yeah,
you know?
it keeps you on your toes rather than just being like, oh, well, these people all paid money to come and see me
It's
and
a little
bought a
different.
ticket.
It's a little different than when you're coming to their place as opposed to them coming to you.
A different kind of rush.
A completely different kind of rush, yes.
And what did you think of the Vakayans?
They were lovely. Everybody was great. Everybody was so nice. And there was a moment, I remember I was at the buffet, which was lovely, and I'm there with a plate of food, and somebody says, I know this is a horrible time. And I go, yeah, it is. But can I get a picture? I said, let's do it, faggot. Because there I am with a plate and smiling because it was French Day. So they had a lovely assortment of stuff. I think I had a
Authentic
croissant.
French food.
Yeah, and I had a beret on. So it all worked out. We took our little photo and I'm going, you know, you can't, that's just how life is. That's how life is. My favorite thing is when someone goes, I hate to bother you. And I go, no, this is bothering.
Yeah.
If you look up bothering, this is it. But I'm going with you.
Wow.
I'm going with you.
What a paradox. I didn't even think about that.
But it
Sorry
is-
to bother you is
But you know what?
Sorry.
Generally, people are nice. You know, in the end, they are just trying to be nice. And what does it hurt to take a picture? It's not a f***ing kidney. You know, he didn't go, hey, I need dialysis. No, he just said, can I get a picture? I'm like, let's do it.
And you are about to go out with all the other entertainers that have been on this trip.
You use that term loosely.
Like my whole.
That explains the smell.
Yeah.
To cut out this part where it's a plastic cup, right?
Oh, AI champagne.
Yeah, the lesbian over here has a paper cup because she's what? All about the environment. Okay.
Have you worked with any of these entertainers before? Do you have-
Worked with them. No, I've known Lavoie for many, 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 many years.
And what do you really think of her?
Yeah.
I don't. Kind of like RuPaul. I don't. She's not my winner. But no, I've known her. I've known her for quite a while. And I love anybody who is, as we say, a show pony. Someone who goes out there and is doing the gig, knows what it involves. It requires, you know, time, patience, come in with the costumes, do the material, have the jokes, do the thing.
Bravery.
And that I love. That I love. So I do, and Cheyenne, I mean, God, I sat at a table with Cheyenne at a benefit once in New York City. Did not know who he was. This is way before Drag Race, because that's how my life works. You go, all right, experience certain
Before Drag
problems.
Race and-
Well, not even that. I had Hurricane Katrina. Yeah. Then I had Drag Race, the biggest catastrophe. Then after that, you got the pandemic, and you're like, okay, so I was in this chunk. But I met Cheyenne then. We were seated at a table, didn't know each other, and could not have been lovelier, could not have been nicer. And ever since then, has always been kind, cordial. We chat back and forth. He also is in Hurricane Bianca, one of my movies. He did a little cameo with me.
Oh, nice.
Just the all around the best. He, his husband, and of course the kids. So sweet, so sweet.
Amazing.
Did they inspire you to want to have children?
Hell no, them kids. Oh God, I don't want kids. Not his kids, but I don't want kids. I don't like children. As I say, I'm not a Catholic priest. Keep your kids away. Keep your kids away.
Speaking of Drag Race, like you were talking about all the catastrophes of your life, really.
Yes.
And let's highlight
Well,
the main one.
moments that shift your life. So let's say, yes, those are things that shift my life. Katrina shifted my life. Drag Race, the pandemic.
Yeah.
Has anything shifted your life lately? Has there been a new version of something that happened that made of, like the tour? I'm sure that was shifting.
Going on the work, I'm just going to say this, and this is something that I have not admitted publicly yet, is that the night I was leaving Los Angeles, going to fly to Australia to do the Australian-New Zealand leg of the tour,
Yeah.
there were fires in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying. And I was flying out of Los Angeles airport. All I'm saying.
Okay.
It might have been
Was
my
it
wig.
you?
It might have been
Is that
my
what you're
wig.
saying?
It might have been.
Just say.
But throw a wig out the window? No, I'm kidding.
You hate the people in the Palisades.
Oh, God. No, it's so crazy. Like, all of this happens. You're like,
Well,
you
also
can't live
being so
anywhere.
far away from home.
Right.
And also you were going to Australia, which also just recently had insane fires like a couple of years ago.
You're not safe anywhere you go. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I lived in New Orleans. Of course, there's what? Hurricanes. And then you go to the California, then there's fires. Then you go to New York, and there's just people.
And here there's a red light district.
Hey, oh, God, yes. Oh, but also they had have you been to the red light district in Amsterdam?
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's a good
Yeah.
time, yeah.
What's a hot club or a hot bathhouse you would
Oh,
recommend?
no. Everything's on the street.
Everything.
Listen,
Oh.
the worst part about leaving Amsterdam is that you end up with dog shit on your knees. Think about it as you may.
Would you live in Amsterdam?
I could. Yeah. It's lovely. I mean, I have many, many friends there. And when Drag Race first happened, one of the first places I got to travel to was Amsterdam. And I met some amazing people. We cackled and carried on for 3 days. And then when the drugs wore off, I realized I don't really like you people. And I left. But there's something about it. It's just kind of laid back and chill, you know?
Yeah.
But beware of the bikes. The fucking bikes are everywhere.
Yeah, they're very
Is it
healthy
so
there.
nice though? The green.
Yeah, but there's bikes with the green and bikes with the fuckery and bikes with the space cakes. It's a lot. It's just with
The
my
space
role.
cakes,
Let me
right.
walk down the street and be up. I don't need to worry about a fucking bike too. I live in America. I've got enough problems.
That's true.
True.
Yeah.
Speaking of problems, I was gonna just ask, when it comes to Drag Race, what are some of the things? It's become obviously quite big.
Sure.
Do you
Groundbreaking.
well? Do you feel like it's changed drag for obviously good reasons, bad reasons? Like,
Well, I could give you a cunty answer, or I could say this: like with anything that is known and exciting and out there, is that you got the good and the bad. The great thing is that drag is in people's living room, and they can
Yeah.
watch the show and go, "Oh, this is amazing." And I'm definitely was given this amazing platform that kind of introduced me to television and audiences and stuff, which was great. But there's also a downside. Everybody thinks they can do drag. You know, it's also not everybody gets a trophy. Some people are just bad, Lavoie, and that's what happens. Some people are not winners. No, but it is kind of amazing that it is showcased and all of that. But as I said before, everybody discusses it on the level where I could do it, and you can do it. I don't think that you can't do it.
No.
I think you can do whatever the you want.
Well,
But-
do you think there's now like a shorthand? Because I feel like there's a vernacular that exists now that wasn't necessarily as apparent when you were on the season, which is like people now have seen so many of these competitions or so many of these segments that they have a opinion for the viewers on like what makes a good drag queen. What do you think of that?
I had one of my favorite comments that I ever got was that Bianca's not even a real drag queen because she doesn't lip sync. And then I sat back and thought, okay, do I respond to this person or do I just sit back and go, okay, this is your idea of a drag queen? I mean, I have a different view of a drag queen. And also, when I was doing the show, the concept of the show was that you only had to lip sync when you were bad. Now the things have changed.
Oh, fascinating.
So it was never my thing to begin with. So I took the time to actually research who this person was, and I went to this 13-year-old girl's house and I punched the out. I'm kidding. I'm like, you. I lost a bracelet. Yeah. But in the game, you don't need to grab it. Oh, she'll do anything to bend over. Thank you. That's cheap jewelry.
Y'all
But
thought
the
I was the
crazy
bottom.
thing is, I'll put one around yours. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a little cock
Can you
ring.
put the green one on yours?
Oh, sure. Let's do it.
Yay!
How gay is this?
Oh, the bead party.
Yeah. So the thing is that you can't worry about these people in there. It's like either you get it, or if you don't, you don't. It's fine. I don't
Yeah,
care to be liked. I'm not your mother. I'm not your boyfriend. Who gives a shit?
Well, that's what I loved about. I love when you host Pit Stop because
Oh,
there's well, for me it feels like someone's actually giving opinions versus
it's-
like worried about what the audience
things.
Yes.
Yeah, or being liked. Well, it is a different vibe. And when you do the show, most people don't know this, but you go in and when you're well, maybe they do know, and I don't know with Reddit and everything. Everybody thinks they know. You go in and you have to watch you get in drag, and then you watch the episode with whoever is going to be your co-host.
Oh, okay.
And then you go out and film it, and then you come back, change drag, and then have to watch another fucking episode, and then do it again. So I'm watching it in real time. So I don't know, for me, because I wasn't a Drag Race fan on the level where I know every catchphrase or actually give a shit about it.
Right.
I just go, all right, I'm watching this objectively, and in this episode, she's and annoying. I don't like her. She's doing shit I don't like, which is kicking and breathing. That bothers me. And if I have an opinion about it, I'm going to say it. And then people then later say, well, she ends up being the winner. I'm watching it in real time.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
I'm watching and what I don't like is just my opinion. That doesn't mean it's right or wrong.
Well, also you're going what feels like week to week.
Correct.
And instead of saying, well,
Oh, we don't
this
get
is
any-
my favorite,
Oh,
and
God.
now I'm going to like have some sort of preferential treatment.
No, they're too cheap to edit it that quickly. They're literally editing it and then giving it to us. And sometimes that's what takes so long when you're filming it.
Oh.
I don't. It's not like, oh, it's 6 weeks to film it. No, you're at their mercy. You'll get a call and they'll say, okay, we've got 2 more ready for you. You're like, yeah, when are they airing? In a week, and you have to go do it. So they're not that efficient.
Right, right.
Because so much is going on.
Seems like whiplash.
It is. So then when you get back, you have to recap, and then you get to watch it, and then you know what's going on. But that's the crazy part about watching it. But I'm not afraid of giving my opinion.
Right.
No,
Of course.
I mean, you can't.
How do you feel like you? Because it seems like you have such a backbone and such a groundingness to.
I'm old.
How you are able to tell your truth, and
I'm old.
Okay.
It's not telling my truth. It's called being honest. These people with their truth and their journey. It's the facts.
Yes.
This is just my opinion.
But I mean, like, do you have people in your life that give you that level of like support and groundedness to
no,
feel that
everybody
confident?
hates me. Everybody hates me.
Is that the key? Is it just
Let me tell you the key. My assistant has been my friend for 25 years. He hates me. He doesn't think I'm funny. He doesn't think I'm pretty. He makes me carry my own luggage. That's a fact. That's a fact.
and that's a
when you
real
wanna get
friend,
humble.
and that's a real
It
friend.
keeps you humble.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, a friend that you pay.
Good.
A little too much. But yes, that's how it is. Is that you don't get wrapped up into that. And by no means am I saying, oh, what I'm doing is superior. I'm going, this is what you presented. This is what I didn't like. I don't want to hear the backstory about your childhood and all your f***ery and all
Right.
that. No.
Okay.
Who cares, Mary? I just thought I didn't like it. And usually within a week, they redeem themselves and then it's a story.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just what it is. I think that we've lost the message, as I mentioned earlier. Everybody wins a trophy. Everybody's got to be loved. Well, that's not how the world works, bitch.
Yeah.
That's not how the world works.
yeah?
No.
Do you think we're learning that the hard way right now?
I think you learn it the minute you allow yourself to learn. Like for me, there's so much that happens in my life that I don't discuss on social media because I'm not looking for the acceptance, nor am I looking for your opinion. So that's just kind of where I lay. But if you have a problem, the last place I go is to social media.
Totally. I think that's a great way to practice, actually.
Yeah. Why are you going to social media? You know, it's just typical.
You already
If
know what you think.
Well, if I was sad, let's say I was sad and I'm going, oh my God, my life is horrible, blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking of killing myself. I guarantee 20 people will go, do it. And I go, ah!
Sure,
But no,
sure.
don't ask those questions.
Right.
Don't go
Don't
and
open
handle
that.
your business. Step away for a minute. Talk to your friends that you paid.
Case in point.
Case in point, yes.
Cut to,
Yes, no, it's true. You have to. You can't. That's not real. That's not real.
It's not real.
You know?
I'm sure from like Drag Race to now, having that stability in someone that you can trust is key. And
Oh,
to
totally.
keeping you grounded and keeping you humble. And
Well, keeping you humble and keeping you grounded is just the basis of anything to do with show business, is that you have to realize it is a job. It's not easy. It does require thought. You do have to show up on time, be respectful to the people that are running the sound, be respectful to the people that turn on the lights, all that
Yes.
kind of stuff. All that matters. And as far as any of that grandness, no, that's not it. When you're on stage, it's untouchable. You can do whatever the you want. Whatever your abilities are. You know, if you're a singer, go there and sing your ass off. But don't piss off the piano player. Don't piss off the lighting. Don't piss off the people that help you. I think that's important. But I think that's just theater etiquette.
But have you run into people who don't do that, who are at a level that are just like not
Well,
like
okay, let's just say this.
courteous, as you're
I have
saying?
met many people where sometimes their bullshit outweighs their talent. Yes. Yes. Now, if you are a person of a certain caliber, where you've done this, this, and this, and this, and they go, oh, well, Miss So-and-so doesn't participate with that, I can respect that. That's her deal.
Okay.
But if you're some drag queen, shut the up, man. Put your wig on and be, oh, girl, bye. I can't with these drag queens. They think they're curing cancer, girl, but they know 3 words to a song. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get
even
out of here.
the whole songs aren't even learned. Yeah.
No.
Do you, when it came to
Hate them all. I'm kidding.
hear that? And why not?
Well, you should hate them. You know, hate is important in our world.
Especially in the U.S.
It
apparently.
is. It's highly underrated. I think hate is important. Yeah. No.
It was.
Your campaign
I wanted
slogan.
to just ask about your movies. Like,
Yeah.
was that something that when you finished Drag Race and you were like, okay,
Oh God, no. I just had a very, very eager friend who wanted to do a film before I did Drag Race and said, I've got this idea. You're living in New York. Lovely. And he's like, I want to make this happen. I'm like, sure, Mary. Didn't think it was going to happen. Then it happened. And then we did 1, then we did 2, and that's that. So he wrote and directed and wanted to do something. And I thought, oh, this is flattering. Let's go ahead and do it. I mean, but I'm one of those people. You say yes to everything. I mean,
Yes.
I said yes to this interview. You know, I'm not picky. I am not picky. I've even done porn. I'm not picky.
we were just talking about OnlyFans
what's
earlier.
the site?
Well, I'm not awkward. I didn't do your research before the interview.
Kevin.
I have done porn films with men.com where I'm not actually having sex. I'm in the scene before the sex.
Oh.
The plot. Do you understand?
The most important part.
The most important part. The best thing was I had this friend one time that had me cackling. He sent me a text. He's like, girl, I'm in the middle of wanking, and all of a sudden your face shows up on this. And I'm like, I'm surprised that you can actually text me back with a greasy hand. But that was that. So yes, you do it all, and you hopefully come out with a good story. You know? So
Right.
yeah, you do it all.
I always say, I say yes to everything unless it's going to hurt me or hurt somebody else.
Oh, so you won't last in prison. You can never
We'll
be a
find out.
politician. You could never be a politician.
Oh, you're right.
If it's gonna hurt me or hurt somebody else, oh, girl, bye. Live your life. Live your truth. Live it.
Do you have a motto or a slogan that you tend to like go by personally versus drag wise, or is it all kind
Just
of
in general, never let a bitch see his sweat. You know, like that kind of stuff. When somebody asks you something hard hitting, or somebody asks you something, like, nah, worried. When you're in a room with the drag queen who's going, I've done this, girl, bye. I don't care.
Yeah.
I ain't worried
Okay,
about
yeah.
that. Go live your truth and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't get wrapped up in that kind of stuff. You just got to deliver on your best level, and also be realistic about it. Because when it ends, you can go, not my favorite show. You know, and as I stand there with my assistant / friend who goes, yeah, you're right. So it happens. Keep people around you to keep you grounded.
Yeah.
As I
Okay.
sit here in a wig, this is so insane. Not to mention, we're in a room full of wigs that are so bad, so f***ing bad. They even put a curtain up for the wigs. But I have
Yeah,
a video.
that's right.
I have a video. I took a video of the wigs when I first came in here, and I will post it. The wigs, I mean, the wig designer must be like, girl, we're going to do straight this season.
Well,
Anyway.
they're all responsible for their own wigs. That's why they're all so bad.
rotted.
Because all of the performers have to keep
fascinating.
care.
How did you find out about this?
He loves wigs.
Okay, wait, hold on a second. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah, I was
ask.
gonna
I gotta ask. What the is this bitch doing nightly for this wig to look like this?
Maybe that's Raja's season 3 Marie
Girl, she
Antoinette
is.
wig.
Oh, see, I didn't know much about the past seasons. Raja, she's still with us. She's still with us.
Surprisingly,
She's
I was
still with
actually
us.
going to ask you a question about Raja because
Yes.
she's
She's been in my house.
Oh, she has.
Oh, yeah. We're friends. Oh, what?
Did you know
she I wrote this down. She said because she does fashion photo review.
Yes.
Right. But she said your pronouns were clown and fish. And
I ain't mad at that. No, Raja's one of my favorites. I met her many years ago. And what I love about Raja loves Chardonnay like I do. And
love
she also
Chardonnay.
loves to hit we don't need a third party. So just the two of us love Chardonnay.
I drink mine out of a glass, not plastic.
But I would love to say, I know she's a bottom. She's trying to get in my ass. But the thing is, me and Raja are fine. No, I live in Palm Springs. She came out to visit and drank wine, got totally f***ed up, had a blast. One of my favorite people. I love Raja.
Yeah,
I love
she
Raja.
seems like someone
and she
who's
makes me
just-
feel young because she's older.
and we love that.
Yeah, she's 27. I believe.
right.
Yeah.
We have the
game
second.
time?
Yeah, we have the second show that we've got to let you prep for, but we do have a game that we
quick
wanted to
game.
play.
Prep. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Prepping for the show.
It's called Lubed Up. No, it's called Roast or Toast.
okay.
So we're gonna give you some random things.
Oh, God.
And you're gonna either roast them or you'll surprisingly defend them and give them a toast
God.
like
Okay,
you like
okay.
it.
Got it. Let's do it.
We'll start easy with Lady Bunny.
Oh, I can't roast her because there's nothing I could say as hateful about Lady Bunny than what God's already done to her. So that's that.
People who say yes, queen in 2025.
Oh, I would love to roast them, but you know, there is a certain type of person that does that though. So if I say the wrong thing, that's usually the audience. Like I have many people that come to the show and they go, I just watched Drag Race. 11 years later, I just watched your season, and I go, I don't want to offend you and tell you, A, I won, and you're in the middle of the series. And if you're coming to watch it, that's their way of connecting with us. So if it's a straight person, yes, queen. If it's a faggot, I will kick him in the asshole and run the risk of losing his shoe.
Straight bachelorette parties at drag shows.
Not gonna have it. Not gonna have it. No, you should be home celebrating the fact that some man wants to you. And let's be real. That bachelorettes are not my audience because I don't work in a club, so I'm in a theater, so I don't see many of them. But many of my friends have experienced it, which is quite challenging. So, I mean, I'm not mad at them. Kudos for you getting married, and thank you for coming and taking up space in the club because you are doing an important thing for us gay people. Just so let it be known, straight girls, when you come into a club, you are helping us all out because every gay man looks at one another and go, this is why I boys. Your behavior.
Okay, I need to give her this one. Disney adults.
Ooh, freaks. That's a fucking cult, bitch. Freaks. Disney
It's a
adults.
roast.
I'm just fascinated by people that are interested in something that much. And I've seen people that you can't propose at Disney. I've seen that. Like if you try to give somebody a ring, they like throw you off the stage and do all this. I'm not into things. I just like to be natural and be myself, you know?
Natural, yeah.
Yeah.
Case in point.
Yeah.
This whole interview.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple more.
Disney adults. Oh God, that's some freaky shit. That's
But you defended them on another version of the podcast.
Did you? Please enlighten us. Why did you defend them?
And I had a similar reaction. I was like, I don't know.
No, you could be. Listen, I can be a fan of something, but I'm not crazy about it. Like if what I like, I'm not going to tell you. Oh, let's go. That's cultish. But I think if I go, do you like a Disney film? Sure, I enjoyed this, and this. You know,
right?
That's that.
That's reasonable.
That's probably what I did.
But I mean, if you're showing up, if you're showing up and experiencing birthdays and celebrations and going there and spending thousands of dollars and have all the merchandise, that's kind of creepy to me.
I agree.
Going in debt because of it.
That's all. That's just me.
Okay, Trevor.
Gay couples who call each other mommy and daddy.
Get the out of here. I want death. Death to all
What
of them.
about daddy and boy?
Get out of here. Off. That's fucking freaky.
You never do that?
No, bitch. Do you don't
like someone calling you daddy?
Do you know who I am? Do you not understand that I am a person? Listen. I'm going to explain this now. I am a victim, okay? I currently have a lawsuit against the Catholic Church because when I was an altar boy, nobody me. Okay? Okay? Now it's out there.
Did you hear that? This is VTV breaking news.
Yes, I can't wait for all 12 people to see it. Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, did you want to do any more?
I'm so shocked by that. You don't like.
Oh, what about gay astrologists?
Oh, that's too much. When they go, ooh, she's a Pisces. That's so Pisces.
He's like on some weird astrology thing.
Wait, what are you? What are you?
Well, I don't. It's not that I care about what
I'm
am.
asking, what are you?
I am the Scorpio.
Okay, that means nothing to me. See, that's all I'm saying.
I agree.
I met a Scorpio that's fun. I met a Scorpio that's an asshole. I don't give no
listen to this.
shits.
I've been asking everybody this question.
He came to me also very scared.
He came to you, not on you.
Many times. No, but he came to me scared to even propose this as a thing that he could ask people because of how stupid
Okay,
it is.
ask, please.
Okay.
I like stupidity.
Okay, so today, and I'm being very real, today is a rare-ass celestial event in which all the planets are aligning. A lot of the planets in our solar system are aligned tonight.
Okay.
Therefore, it's suggested that more synchronicities
God, I lost
can
interest.
open. So,
is this?
is there anything you'd like to manifest tonight that will come true?
Have you thought about suicide?
Maybe that's what you want to manifest. Jump.
No, you see, this is the this. But even just that idea,
I
isn't
don't
that
live
pleasant?
in make-believe. No!
It's a pleasant idea.
Listen, as a 24-year-old gay man who sits here in a wig, I've got to say, I haven't really, I don't know, I get, world peace. How's that?
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's what or you know what? I would like the world to be a better place. How's that? That's a good wish. Isn't
Yeah, I
that
like that.
Yeah, I would like that. Yeah. And by that, I mean, dying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if that could happen,
It's gonna come true now
that'd
because
be
like
good.
the planets.
Now it's a threat.
because
Oh,
the
God,
planets-
FBI, don't come for me.
Yeah.
Don't come for me.
Because
You'll
the
bleed that
planets
part
are
out.
aligned. Because
You'll
the
bleed
planets
that
are
part out.
aligned.
I don't need that aggravation. I already got the IRS up my ass. I don't need them. But no, listen, it's just that, just makes sense. Like, just understand. And listen, I'm not looking for acceptance. I just mean, shut the up with the fucking hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
Like, quit being so hateful about everything going on. Like, look, we're stuck here. Let's just figure it out how to coexist. That's the best.
Well, then how do we like? You are doing the hate in light.
Yeah. Well,
So
no,
how
not
do
in
you
light.
distinguish that difference?
I'm doing the hate because they could relate, and that's the thing. The thing is that I think now the hate is there. Everybody's seeing the hate that's happening, and
Yeah, the
nobody's
veil's
shocked
been
by it.
lifted.
Yeah, and it's kind of wild that I just go, yeah, listen to the people that are really being hateful, you know?
Yeah.
And by no means do I mean that, you know, gay rights and this and that and back and forth and we need this. Listen, if gays want to get married, they should be as miserable as straight people. Go live your truth. But in the end, that's not my MO. Why does it matter to you?
Yes.
Why do you care so much about
Yes.
it? That's the part that's
Okay, yeah.
it bothers me. Live your life, because we're all going to die. You know, I mean, we're on a boat, so we'll see. One more day.
Yeah.
I think we're going back to Cozumel again, right?
Thanks for watching VTV.
It's going to be
Because we're all
Bianca's
gonna
permanent
die.
residency
Keep
is at Cozumel. Yeah.
It keeps circling.
Finding
We're
more
going around.
refugees.
Finding. Oh God, have you had sex? Have you had sex with a refugee?
I'm sure it
Probably
would be
back
really
home.
good.
No, I'm gonna say it's very awkward because there's no place for them to go. You know, really weird. When you're like, "Ooh,
Oh,
time to
right.
go," and they're like, "I live here now." Lesbians do that too. Yeah,
Nesting. They're nesting. They're nesting.
they are. They live.
Well, we're gonna let you go
Oh,
to
thank
do this
you.
show. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank
for
you for
VTV.
having
Truly,
me.
it's been such a pleasure, and it's been really, you know, Randall for a long time wanted to have someone who is really representative of New Orleans.
Oh,
be
yes.
a part of this trip, and so
Well, that
it's
means I'm a
incredible
drunk.
that you-
So yes, yeah. New Orleans, it's a crazy place. Yes, it's insane. And we were just chatting about it. You know, the fact that we get to go back and have a few minutes before Mardi Gras is going to be fun.
yeah.
Are y'all hanging out?
Are you
leaving?
staying with us?
No, I'm staying with you, but I'm there because, girl, I got bigger things to do.
That's okay, I was gonna say,
Monday
okay.
night, I'm the queen of a parade, faggot. So get with it.
Yes, but we'll be there.
Did none of their research.
I don't even know how to spell the word research, but thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
God. Okay, great. Oh my gosh, Kevin, how was that revisiting the interview after all this time?
It's so good, but she's so scary to me.
Bianca, reach out to Kevin.
I like when someone's so authentic that you're like, I can't pierce this person because they are just like aligned with their center. So I appreciate that about the interview we had.
Do you think you could handle being a drag queen?
Absolutely not. No, I don't like anything about it.
Really?
For as far as doing it, no. I don't like that. I gotta wear an uncomfortable outfit.
I mean,
A ton of makeup
comfortable.
and walk around in heels.
You're wearing makeup right now.
No, I'm not. It's just my natural glow.
Baby, that's called jizz. I feel like you would have a hard time being a drag queen. Because I feel like there are
I feel like you're already a drag queen, so
yeah, which is why you have a hard time dealing with it.
scared of Bianca. I'm scared of you. It's a scary time.
No, I feel like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I feel like when it comes to like shade or like roasting, I feel like you would have a hard time deciphering like what is the like boundary.
I think I'm overthinking. So like,
Sure.
if I can just cut that part out, great.
This feels like your version of drag. That's kind of why we dressed up today, you know?
That's very New Orleans.
Yes, I got, oh my God, I got this for $6 at a thrift store down the street. That's an old firehouse. Can you believe that? You can believe that. Is that what you're going to say? But it's kind of incredible, no?
Yes, it matches also what you're turning this house into, which is a yard sale fun house. I wouldn't mind the world being more like Bianca,
Scary?
but it's scary in a fun way. It's like one of those rides that are like themed like a
Bianca's themed like a haunted house.
yeah, and you're like riding the car, and it's like kind of like campy and like, but you're like, oh, that's Bianca over there.
Oh my gosh, Bianca should open up a fun house in New Orleans. Bianca's
I would
fun
love
house.
to go to that.
This season was wackadoo, very emotionally hard. But what I will say is like going through it all with my Bakaya family was and continuing to do so is literally a lifesaver. So I'm very grateful and very, very grateful to you during the course of that trip, because I feel like we had a really important conversation
Many conversations.
and I'm really grateful that you were there. What are you looking forward to for this season? Because it's a big it's our biggest season so far, obviously, and I feel like it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I'm looking forward to the variety.
Yeah.
There is a ton. So like I'm excited for people to experience what all that went into the Caribbean
experience. And we should say we do have a 2026 Caribbean cruise coming up. And by the time this episode is out, it may have already passed, or you might be able to still book one of the few remaining rooms if it's not sold out. Head to vakaya.com to check out the details. And if you're watching this after that cruise happens, our 2027 cruise might be on sale as well. So you can always go to vakaya.com to see all of the offerings that Vakaya has to offer. I'm excited for episode 2. So we'll see you next week.
See you next week.